So here are a list of things I feel that every couple should do for you not to run out of the spark in your marriage, for you not to lose out on the love of your partner, and for you not to detach from each other as a couple. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you come across this video. So here are just a few list of things I think are necessary for every couple for you to remain as a bond, for your marriage to keep working, and for you all not to fall out of love with each other. Now, a lot of marriages, the rate of divorce these days is on the very high side. But I think the individuals inside have a role to play. Aside from the external factors, the individuals inside have a lot of roles to play to make that marriage to work. So here are a list of them. Number one, don't look at your spouse as a child or as somebody that is foolish, that doesn't know what to do. Sometimes it's very easy for you to, because of you've seen the weakness of your spouse, and maybe a lot of things are not going the way you expected them to go, and then all of a sudden they make one wrong move and you're like, you stupid, don't you have sense, don't you know you're not supposed to do this? No. Don't do that. Both from the male, from the female, don't do that. Don't talk to your spouse like they cannot figure things out. Number two, don't always feel the need to shout to pass your point. You feel that if you don't raise your voice, your spouse will not understand or hear what you're trying to say. Don't do that. You don't need to raise your voice and shout to the rooftop for your spouse to know that you're upset or to know that something is wrong. You can pass your message with a lot of respect and decorum without shaking up the whole house. Number three, this is especially for those that are trying to conceive. Don't try to mock your spouse because of whatever condition it is. There's nothing like look at things that small children are doing, giving birth every time. You cannot even take in or give birth. Don't do that. Don't. Whatever it is, if this thing called marriage is a win-win situation. If one person is winning, the other person is winning. If one person is losing, the other person is losing. So even if you like have 50 children outside, as long as you don't have anyone inside your marriage, it's a loss for the both of you. Two of you are one in that boat. Another one is, this is for those that their spouse are quite forgetful people. They have a very beautiful memory. They can remember money, remember every other thing, but they can forget the little things. They do number one, they do number two, they don't flush the toilet. You can pass this in a jovial and calm way without stirring up a fight in your home. Maybe your spouse is going into the bathroom, maybe to brush or something. You can just say, babe, please, as you're entering the bathroom, just let me flush the toilet. Even if you didn't do anything, even if you just want to brush or you just brush your teeth, please flush. I know you didn't use it and I know you have no intention of using it, but please flush. They'll get the message that they need to. Most times you can just write a little love note, drop it in your bathroom. Please flush after you enter. The person doesn't necessarily need to use. You're supposed to just get the information that, okay, you don't want me to forget to flush number two or number one, well, whichever it is. Now, your spouse is meant to grow at their own pace. Stop forcing them into doing what you want them to do. Might be the best thing, might be the best option, but there's how you present something to somebody and they look as if you're looking down on their IQ, you're looking down on their own sense of reasoning, like they don't have any sense to reason. Please don't do that. Don't try to force them, hey, this is the best thing for you. You must do this, you must do that. As good as it might be, there's how you can prevent it, and your spouse will be thinking that this person is actually not trying to work things in my favor. Okay, so don't try to force them to do anything. You can cajole them, you can try to pet them, but don't force. Another point is, please, I know that when the children start coming in marriage, it's very hard to keep up with each other, but don't let the children come in between the both of you, because for a lot of couples, they only have their children there as the ones that they love, they are holding as the blanket in the marriage. It's the children that is what is still keeping them together. Some women will say they don't want to leave the marriage because of the children. Some men will say they don't want to leave the marriage because of the children. They don't want to lose out on being in their children's life. At the end of the day, these children that you're watching after, they will go to school. Some of them, they will leave your house when they go to school. Some of them, they will get married and leave your house. And when they leave, what are you left with? You're left with your spouse. So if you had not built up that relationship, that bond while your children were there, it's like two of you are total strangers. That's where you see woman is going for Mugo and she'll stay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, 1 year. She's still staying for Mugo. She doesn't want to come back because she's looked at it. What am I coming back to? There's really nothing for me. So please don't leave your spouse in the cold because you're trying to take care of it. Make out time for yourselves. Go out, bond. You don't necessarily need to go out to restaurant or anything. Most times, just take a stroll in the evening. Most times, just spend time with each other. Say, this is your time. I don't want to spend this time on the children or anything. This time is for you. Tell me what you want to tell me. Show me what you want to show me. That way, your children will know that, yes, you people have an active relationship outside of them. And your spouse will feel important too in the marriage and won't be too overwhelmed by everything. So here are the few points. I hope you'll be able to keep up. And I hope that your marriage is going to be blessed in all ramifications of blessings. In Jesus Christ's name I pray. Amen.